Hi, welcome to Sports Digest. My name is Crossmark, and I'll be taking you through all the transfer deals that gets done, and the one that we are almost done, the one that failed, the dramatic stories, everything that happened or that has been happening from the beginning day of the transfer window to yesterday when the window was shut closed. I just want to use this opportunity to say thank you to all our sports, our followers there at my DMC Sports on Facebook. We have 250,000 followers, and I really, really appreciate you, those from anywhere in the globe that you're following us. Thank you so much for following us and then relying on us for your sports update. You can follow us on Facebook. It's my DMC Sports. My DMC Sports. Our website is www.mydmcsports.com. And also we have a Twitter handle, my DMC Sports, that you can follow us for all your latest sports breaking news, wrestling, UFC, football, cricket. We cover every range of sports activity globally. We're going to start with one of the biggest transfer during this transfer market. That is the transfer of Anthony from Ajax to Manchester United. That for me was one of the biggest deal that happened, because Anthony from Ajax to Manchester United for 85 million pounds. That's a big deal. Remember, when this transfer started, Ajax first of all refused the transfer because they completely believe Anthony is an important player to them. But Anthony released a message that this is my time. I've been waiting for this opportunity to come, and that might not be able to have it again. So if Ajax could allow me to join Manchester United, and then his wish was granted, and today he is a Manchester United player, but for 85 million pounds. The Brazilian forward will be done in the Manchester United jersey from now on. And another big transfer that happened is, let's not forget that Haaland, Erling Haaland also is part, even though he arrived at Manchester United, he arrived at Manchester City before the official commencement of the transfer window. But remember, he also is part of the businesses that is done in this transfer window. The guy has been on fire. This guy, at the moment, he is the best player to have scored more goals in Premier League in his first 5 games. He's got 9 goals in 5 games. That is completely a beast. And we are yet to see this guy in a full range. Remember, with all the transfers, now that transfer is done, everybody's focused. You probably know what your lineup is, your first 11, second 11. And believe me, we are yet to see the best of Erling Haaland. The guy is a beast. I don't usually watch Manchester City games, but because of that guy, I watch their games. I tell you, he chases after every ball, and your 18-yard box is his home. He lives in your 18-yard box. Haaland basically torments defenders. When I watch him, I see similarity with Didier Drogba, because this guy, he has strength. He can stretch his legs. He can use the head. His left foot is poison when he releases it, and he's got he's a determined player. When he goes for player with you, you are losing. So I see that guy giving defenders run for their money this season and upcoming. So basically, Premier League is Erling Haaland league at the moment. We are just watching. The guy is an amazing player. That's one of the transfer windows that happened. We also saw Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang moving from Barcelona to Chelsea. One of my favorite transfers. I mean, Chelsea have been going through saying, okay, we have a missing whatever thing, a missing link. Everybody believes Chelsea is here to get that number 9 that will replace Didier Drogba. We've seen a lot of players have come and failed. We've seen Morata. We've seen Gonzalo Higuain, Fernando Torres. A lot of players have come. Even Lukaku did twice and still he couldn't find it. But for me, I think the person that was close to being one of Chelsea's striker was the German the German guy Thibaut. Thibaut, it's understandable that he misses chances, right? But he scored goals. I don't know why he left Chelsea now to the German club, but he is one of the players that, fine, he might play 5 games, squander 10 chances, but if he had stayed in Chelsea, Thibaut Werner would score goals. He will score goals. Remember, he was instrumental in the Chelsea team that won the Champions League 2 seasons ago. He will score goals, but that was it. He has joined the German club and then part ways with Chelsea. So Aubameyang at the moment just arrived at Chelsea for a 2-year deal, an option for 1, and then he will be wearing the number 9 jersey. Everybody keeps saying number 9 jersey in Chelsea is cost, but I don't believe in those things. I don't really believe in I don't believe in that. If you're a player, I like his confidence though. I like his confidence. A lot of players will be like, oh, I'm not going for that jersey because everybody believed that Chelsea number 9 jersey is cost, but he wore that jersey, and believe me, Oba will score goals for Chelsea. And then we also saw Denis Zakaria joining from Juventus to Chelsea. We saw Manuel Akanji. Big move for Manuel Akanji from Borussia Dortmund to Manchester City. Manchester City, they have John Stones, they have Nathan Ake, but they still want to bolster their defense, and I see them winning Premier League this season, and they are going for that Champions League. At the moment, Manchester City is a team to beat in every competition because there is something they lacked last year. That is number 9. Basically, Manchester City played the whole last season without a number 9. Gabriel Jesus was there, but remember, he was not really that number 9. But right now, you have Eden Hazard. I'm a Haaland. I keep saying Hazard. That guy, with all the tactical players in the Manchester City team, people like Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, and let's not forget Kevin De Bruyne. These are the people that will feed Haaland in your penalty box. And believe me, Manchester City this season, they are going for everything. They are going for your Premier League, they are going for the Champions League, and then we're going to see a whole lot of record blowing. And now they've brought in Emmanuel Kanji, one of the Bundesliga verified central defense, and he is joining them. We also saw Wout Faes, the Belgium, joined the Leicester City from Reims. Willy Bolly joined Wolves, joined Nottingham from Wolves. We see Levin Kuzawa, the PSG left back, now joined Fulham. Idrissa Gueye from PSG back to Everton. We see William, former Chelsea midfielder. He terminated his contract with Corinthians in Brazil, and now he is back in the Premier League with Fulham. And we saw Martin Maitland-Niles, if you remember, the Arsenal player. Now he's at Southampton on loans. We saw Carlos Vinicius from Benfica to Fulham, and the Daniel James last-minute move from Leeds to Fulham. Those are some notable Premier League transfer that was done, and then it's been amazing. This was a record-breaking transfer window. A lot of money was spent from Manchester City to Man United to Chelsea. The billionaire guy, he went all out. Players were given new contracts, 6 years. They signed so many players, and then all Chelsea need right now is to know how to balance the sheet, because at the moment they have got the best. They have got Fofana, who is a rising centre back. The guy is clean. They've got Koulibaly, experience from Napoli and Senegal, and now they also have Aspilicueta, and not forgetting the most experienced and reliable Thiago Silva. So for now, Chelsea defense, I think, is balanced. Now that midfield is where I'm still having a problem. I was thinking Chelsea will get somebody in that midfield, but I am seeing the people, the likes of Loftus-Cheek, picking up. Loftus-Cheek is a player that I always see a little bit of Yaya Toure in Loftus-Cheek. He just need more game time, more consistency. He has got a lot of abilities. He can play central midfield. He can play right wing. He can play number 8, number 10. He is a good player to watch. So Chelsea just need to know who to put at where to put him. TT just need to know how to shuffle his team and get the best of Chelsea the players at the moment. Now let's go to La Liga. We saw a lot of businesses also been done in La Liga. Kasper Dolberg moved from Nice to Sevilla. Romeo moved from Southampton to Girona. Omar Sadiq also moved from Almeria to Real Sociedad. Omar Sadiq, that is a Nigerian international. Paulo Gazzaniga moved from Fulham to Girona. And then Martin Braithwaite terminated his contract with Barcelona and then struck a move to Espanyol. And then an amazing news for Hector Bellerin. This is a former Barcelona youth player. He moved to Arsenal. From Arsenal, he moved back to Spain, and then luckily, I would like to say luckily, almost at the end of his career, he struck a deal back to Barcelona, and I'm so happy for him, for the man they call Don Hector. That's what they call him in Spain. And we also saw Alonso from Chelsea moving to Barcelona. I'm so happy for Alonso there. We saw Etienne Ampadu of Chelsea moving to Spurs. Serginho Dest of Barcelona also moved to AC Milan on a loan. And these are some of the transfer businesses that were done yesterday and previously in the Premier League, La Liga, and Serie A. So let's talk about the dramatic story that happened yesterday. Now, at the beginning of yesterday's transfer window, Leeds made contact with Marcel about a player, Dieng. All right, Bamba Dieng. Leeds contacted Marcel and said they wanted him. Agreement was done. Personal terms and done. He was supposed to fly from the France airport to Leeds in UK to do medicals and complete the deal. While at the airport, Bamba got a call from his agent and be like, you know what? OG Nice have made an offer and they want to pay more. Leeds are going to pay 10 million for you, but Nice said they're going to pay 12 million and they're going to also increase your salary. Guess what? The guy made a U-turn from the airport, canceled his medicals with Leeds, and then boom, went to OG Nice for medicals. And the sad news is that he failed his medical. I'm not sure if this is karma or I don't know how to put this at the moment, but I'm not sure why you will have an agreement with a club, and the club, they are waiting for you, then all of a sudden you made you struck a U-turn and go back to another club in the name of they offered more money. I understand this thing is all business. whoever the money, the better money, the salary. But sometimes it's not about the money. You need to consider some other things. I mean, you are a French player. You've been playing in Marseille, and then you got an offer to come to Premier League. Do you know how many people who wants to come to Premier League? At the moment, Premier League is the best league in the world. You will be watched by everybody, and you're coming to England. It's not like you're going to play in Champions League. You're coming to Premier League, Leeds United. That's also a league where you'll be locking horn with Aubameyang, Erling Haaland, Cristiano Ronaldo. You'll be playing with Bernardo Silva. You will be in and out every weekend. People are going to be watching you on television. Fine, you had this deal, you agreed, and then you make a U-turn because some people offered you more money. I think that is completely not fair. I'm not saying he deserved to fail his medical, but sometimes you just have to do things the right way. And then, well, he still have a chance to be signed with Nice because according to French Football Federation, after the transfer window closes, you still have an opportunity to sign one player. And that player, that business or transaction must be between French clubs, not French and another. Excuse me. It's not French another with another European club. No, it must be within the French Football Federation. So, according to the news we are getting this morning, there is still 80% chances of him getting that deal done because they said they're gonna redo the medicals and see what went wrong. That was the dramatic story of yesterday. Bamba Dieng snubbing Leeds United to go back to OGNS and then failing his medical. That is one of the stories that was making headlines yesterday. And then yesterday we saw my boy Balotelli. He got contract with the Swiss side, Sion, and then Balotelli, he still have it in him. And then we'll be watching Balotelli this season from the Swiss side. So in total, the clubs with the biggest net spending this summer, you have Chelsea with £227 million. You see Man United with £226 million. West Ham with £164 million. Nottingham Forest, they signed a total of 21 or 22 players. These guys went all out. Well, you don't blame them. It's been 23 years of them not playing in Premier League, and now they got a chance to play in Premier League. So they want to completely do the whole thing. Like, they want a complete makeover of the whole team. They went crazy. 23 players. Wow. I just wonder how that manager is gonna handle the influx of 23 more people to already how many that you have in the team already. I just pray for them to stay in Premier League after all this money was spent. And then you have Newcastle United, who spent £136 million, Barcelona £115. Do you guys find it a little bit difficult to understand? Barcelona, we understand last season, at the end of last season, people were saying Barcelona is broke. And all of a sudden, Barcelona is buying everybody. How did that come in? I am here to figure that out. I also know Klopp was talking about how come people were saying Barcelona is broke. They don't have money to pay PK. They couldn't have money to renew Lionel Messi's contract. And all of a sudden, Barcelona practically is buying everyone. Every player got linked to Barcelona. They never stopped from the beginning of the transfer window open. When it was open, Barcelona was busy till yesterday when it was closed. Amazing. I don't know how that happened. And then you have Arsenal, who spent 108 million. These are the top spenders of this year transfer window. You have Ajax. We have these are the clubs that made most money this summer. the club that made most profit. You have 111 million Ajax. Yes, they made money. They made money. The starting of Anthony, and they made money. Ajax, Ajax, they have that good business. Remember, these people, they get in players from Brazil and North America when they are very young. After 2 or 3 seasons with them, you find they are superstars, and I just make them so. This is a club who is making 111 million only from the sale of players. So basically, the money they get from their transfer market is bigger than the whole value of their league, their Premier League. So they are making a lot of money. Just with 111 million pounds, you have Sporting CB of Portugal with 78 million pounds. You have 77. Remember, Sporting CB, that is where Nunes came from to Liverpool. You have 77 million from Brighton. Yes, Brighton made money by the selling of Mark Kukura to Chelsea. They made money. You have Monaco, 74 million. You have Benfica, 65 million. You have Leicester City, 64 million. Leicester City, they are another team that is struggling, but they did a very good business this summer with Casper Schmeichel going to France, and also with Wesley Fofana's deal to Chelsea. That's made them a lot of money. And you have 63.5 million for Sevilla. So these are the club that made a lot of money. So basically, Barcelona this season, you see they have players: Rafinha, Barcelona; Marcos Alonso, Barcelona; Hector Bellerin, Barcelona; Frank Kessie, even though Frank Kessie deal was a free transfer, Barcelona; Koundé, the French international, Barcelona; Lewandowski, Barcelona; and we also have Andres Christensen, the former Chelsea player, also Barcelona. So Barcelona really did a good business this transfer window. And then another news that happened during the transfer window that a little bit broke my heart was Michi Batshuayi of Chelsea. He was pushing to join Nottingham Forest, but the deal collapsed before the transfer window closed, so he was not able to join Nottingham Forest. But we heard now that Fenerbahce are trying to sign him. So the deal to sign him between Chelsea are working on a deal to sign to get the man they call the Batman back to Fenerbahce, maybe for a loan. I'm not sure.